Trading. I'm your host Conrad, and today we have another look at the crypto market. So we're going to talk about Link USD, Chainlink, for example, and also of course about the recently launched UNI token USD. Very interesting what is happening over there. And of course, we are also going to talk about the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. Also, a very interesting chart I'm going to share later on in this video, so stay tuned and go down in the comments, say I subscribed. I'm going to personally reply to your comment. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like down below, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so looking here at the price of Bitcoin, as you can see, and we are still here in this downwards momentum. So what is now happening, or what recently happened, was pretty interesting. We had a very nice run up of support here. I actually thought we would break lower after going below 10,350, which I drew here by line. We actually hold or we held below and then had a very nice run up. I did not expect this run up to happen the way it did. Very interesting that it happened, in my opinion. I would have not looked for it, but well, it happened, so we have now to evaluate price further. So we got rejected from this downwards coming trend line here, which connected here at 10,830, and so we are now seeing still some consolidation. I actually like this consolidation. I do think this sideways movement after this run up looks pretty good, and if we really get some strong momentum and move once again above 10,800, I could see prices going back to 11k. So if that really happens, I would look out for something like this to actually confirm this with some further consolidation, go back to this trend line, then break it, go back to 11k, and after reaching 11k, I would not expect a breakout. I would actually like for Bitcoin to once again come back down to this trend line, retest it, and then go back to 11k. If we really get another 2 touches on 11k, I'm pretty bullish that we will break it pretty soon, and after that have a rally to 12k again. I don't see much resistance until 12k is reached, so I'm pretty bullish once we break above 11,100, but until then I still remain pretty neutral. Actually, I'm not too sure anymore how if 9,000 will play out. It very much depends on if these higher lows we are currently creating on the daily time frame as well, if these actually break. If it really goes significantly below 10,126, I actually do think we will move lower than 9,800 and then most likely go into the $9,000 range. But that does not have to, this does not have to happen, of course. Yeah, so as I said, if we get some consolidation and move sideways, I do think we will go back to 11,100 and then have some very nice consolidation and most likely actually break out and go above 12k, or above 11k to 12k. So going to Ethereum, pretty interesting that we actually also had a connecting touch here on this trend line, so very nice to see that as well. We are also now seeing some consolidation and sideways movement here on Ethereum, similar to, of course, to what's happening on Bitcoin. What is though pretty significant is that that Ethereum was quite much weaker than Bitcoin. As you can see, we just wicked down to very significant support around $310 to $13. And we actually we held support, and we had this pretty nice rally of about 15 to 18% for now. I did say once we had this consolidation, that I'm looking for a breakdown. Well, we got this breakdown, but also had a very consecutive nice bullish run, and of course also only on smaller term time frames, and also said we would most likely not go above 350. Well, we went a little bit above it actually to 357, 58, but I also said that I do not see prices going above $370 to $65 for now. And this is actually also the opinion I will still hold here on Ethereum. Of course, if Bitcoin moves much more, or if Bitcoin moves above significant resistance and goes to 10,800 and to 11K, then I of course see Ethereum going back to $370 as well, or maybe even going back to 390. If that happens, then I'm similar on Bitcoin, pretty bullish in the short term, especially if we see some consolidation, and this could of course just play out like that. We get another touch, then have a breakout, go to a 370, and maybe then directly to 390. Of course, this depends on what's happening on Bitcoin, but if Bitcoin moves to 11K, then I do see Ethereum go to 390 with pretty much ease, and we can then get some consolidation or another correction depending on where price is going. But I do see this possibly as the low. I do not like these triple double bottoms. They usually break to the downside, so pretty key resistance for now on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, is 358.55, and on Bitcoin it's 10,000. It's 10,008. Yes, 10,830. These are the two key resistance areas for these two coins. So Link USD, we are now dropping. Pretty interesting to see it happen. I do think actually there is a buying opportunity right now in this range, just from 10,000, or from $10 and 20 cents. I do see there is currently a buying opportunity, but I will not act upon this. So Link USD, we also had a pretty dramatic drop and a very nice consecutive run now, or aligning run in the last few days. So we can now possibly see something like this broadening wedge playing out. I don't like broadening wedges, and I do not look at them, but I mean, this could happen for here for Link USD, and if this does indeed play out, then I would look out for resistance around $13.41 for now as pretty significant resistance, also aligning with some horizontal resistance in the past, which I would definitely look out for. I'm actually going to draw a horizontal line here. So yeah, and I would look out for 336 to $40 here for Link USD to find resistance, at least on this level. I'm still not too sure if we actually found the low. Of course, this depends on what's happening on Bitcoin. These do move very much aligned, in my opinion. As you can see, the 4-hour chart is now pretty healthy actually, with this very nice run up here off this support trend line. So we still have to wait and see. But if Bitcoin goes to 11K, then I do see Link USD going back to $13.35 ish for now here on Link USD. So and of course the UNI swap token. So what we now have here on UNI USD is that we could possibly form something like this ascending triangle, which I'm drawing right now. I do not like this breakdown. I do think the support line here is pretty significant. So if we actually get a close here on the all-in 4-hour chart below this trend line, I do think we could drop again, I mean, at least to 4.3 dollars on Uniswap. So this would be right here. I do think we could drop here if you get a nice breakdown of the support and have a very nice close with maybe even some decent volume. Then I could see a drop all the way to 4.30, but I do not yet see it happen. So we still have to wait and see and get this confirmation in about 20 minutes. And yeah, I could then give an estimation about where Uniswap USD is going, but there is still a lot of hype in this coin, and of course not a lot of data to suggest anything. This is still a very new coin. So and of course SPY USD also had a very nice, or I mean not SPY USD, it's not a forex coin, but the usual Bitcoin of course goes in alignment with the S&P 500 and the stock market in general. And if you want to have an estimation about where price is going, you can either look at Bitcoin and estimate if the S&P acts similar to it, but I would usually look at the S&P 500 and then estimate on where price is going for Bitcoin. But I do see a breakdown in Bitcoin if we go below $322 here for the S&P 500, but we are mostly now going into some consolidation period here in a horizontal range. I do think so. We still have some significant resistance right at 331 here on the ETF trust of the S&P. So if we really go above 331, I do see a breakout all the way to approximate this level of 342 here on the ETF trust. But if we get a breakdown, then of course I will look for lower lows, and we can already draw here a trend line, and this would approximately give us a breakdown to 314. Of course, we still have to wait and see if this actually gets confirmed here on the downside, but this does seem pretty legitimate for the S&P. And here's the last thing I wanted to mention, how anything, or at least I want to thank anyone who stayed in this video and all the way until the end, because this is pretty important. We still have this sideways consolidation here on the Bitcoin dominance, meaning that if Bitcoin dominance rises, Bitcoin rises stronger than altcoins comparatively, of course. So this means that if we get a breakout here to the upside and go below this and go above this very significant resistance of 61.92, then we can finally get a rally to 66 or 65% here on the Bitcoin dominance, which usually means that Bitcoin drops and altcoins don't, and altcoins drop harder. This is usually the case when Bitcoin dominance rises, but of course Bitcoin just can outpace other significant altcoins as well. But usually the case is that when Bitcoin dominance rises, we are in a bearish trend, and I do see a bearish trend currently, at least in the short to mid-term here on Bitcoin. So if we get a breakdown on Bitcoin, then we can see prices rise. But also if we get a breakout, we could also see it rise, but I do not see it happen. So we still have some significant resistance right at this level. We just wicked above, but once we get a breakout to 62%, I'm pretty bullish here for Bitcoin dominance, but pretty bearish for the crypto market in general. Okay, so I think that's actually it. I can just quickly take a look at the crypto fear and greed index. So we are again in the fear territory, so very interesting to see that we once again dropped here to fear. This is actually a very nice sign, and Well, I do think a buy the dip scenario is either currently playing out or is coming in a few weeks time. There will be a very nice buy the dip scenario if it not already was here around 10k before we then go to 12k in later October. I do see this happening. Okay, so yeah, so thank you very much for watching and staying tuned. I hope you liked the video, and of course, if you did, go down and go down below this video, leave a like, leave a comment as well, say I subscribed. I'm going to personally reply to your comment. Subscribe to the channel as well. Go here to my Instagram page as well. Follow me over there for some funny memes along the way. So, and yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys and girls, you people, back next time. Bye.